Hello, it's me. You haven't seen me in a while, have you? No, I've been very busy. I'm nearly finished my studies, and the past sort of 6 months have just been kind of not really suitable for YouTube. But come June, I'll be much more active. But I had a week free to do what I want, so I decided I'd make a YouTube video. And what you see on the screen here is a RaceRoom racing experience, which it's okay. I've lost my words now. It's a free-to-play racing game that just came out on Steam like 2 or 3 days ago, and well, it's pretty fun. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's still in beta. I'm not really sure. There's very little content. There's no multiplayer. Like, the multiplayer button is blacked out, and the championship in the single player is blacked out. And when you go to the website, it says RaceRoom. Blah, 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 blah. It says that it's a beta, so I'm assuming it is. And considering it's free to play, it seems pretty good. I mean, the free to play model is it's pretty forgiving. I think it's kind of like a buy tracks and buy cars to use. And I haven't found any way of earning the race points, I think they're called. I haven't found a way of earning them other than paying real money for them. But it comes with 3 cars that I've driven, and they're pretty fast. I mean, like, you're probably watching it now and realizing that, I mean, the sense of speed in this game is just so freaking amazing. I mean, I cannot speak any more highly about how much fun this game is. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of free-to-play games, and that's kind of what I want to talk about in this video, but the game is just so much fun. And later on in the video, you'll see a hill climb rally track that I did, which was absolutely terrifying. The first clip, actually I'll wait until basically it's terrifying because it's just so fast, and the sense of speed is just amazing, and it's just great. Yeah. So, anyways, back to free-to-play games. I was watching a video from Touch Arcade this morning about Real Racing 3, which is the super amazing console quality racing game coming out on iPhones and just iPhones, I think. But that was a premium game that you paid once off and you got the full game for, or at least that it was in Real Racing 1 and 2. And like 2 weeks ago, they announced that the game would be, what's the word? It would be free to play, and people were like, "Oh my god, free to play games! Oh, I hate them!" So I was like, "Well, you know, some free to play games are really good, and the kind of free to play model is done really well. So maybe it'll be done well, and then we have nothing to worry about." So okay, I've lost my train of thought again now. I think too fast. It's a problem with me. I need to... Anyways, going back. Okay, I've lost it again. Damn it. Oh yeah. The free-to-play model in Real Racing 3. Oh, by the way, this on the screen now is... Oh, that's the crash. Yep. This is the hill climb racing, and it's terrifying. And at this point, I wanted to see if there was a replay, but there wasn't, and... So yeah. So, this hill climb racing is just freaking terrifying. It's the most terrifying thing ever, and the sense of speed is just freaking amazing. I love it so much. Anyways, going back to Real Racing. Okay, damn it. My brain. Oh yeah, the free-to-play model is basically you can upgrade your car and buy new cars and tracks, I think, for the in-game currency that you don't have to pay money for, and you can basically unlock anything in the game without real money. But it works on timers, so if you buy a new car with like 20,000 credits, you have to wait for the car to be delivered, which could take like 2-3 minutes of waiting with your iPhone, and you can't drive this new car for 3 minutes. And also, like, when you've done damage on your car after a race, you can spend money to repair your car, and you have to wait for the repairs. You have to wait like a minute. And I thought this was not so great, but the game came out in New Zealand and Canada and a few other places like that yesterday, and the Touch Arcade guys were playing it, and the free-to-play model is really, really good. I cannot speak any more highly about it. So when Real Racing 3 comes out, and if you have an iPhone or an iPod Touch, I recommend you buy it immediately. Well, not buy it, get it for free. And like the graphics are just so amazing, and I just think you should just buy it because it's amazing. But yeah, because the free-to-play model is really good, and like RaceRoom racing experience, which by the way is the worst name for a game in the history of ever. Now the game is great, but I'm sorry, the name is just terrible. The free-to-play model in this, I mean, the game isn't finished, it's still in beta, so I'm kind of reserving my judgment until it's finished. But at the moment, I don't like the free-to-play model in this game, because all the tracks, well, not all the tracks, most of the tracks and most of the cars are locked, and you have to spend real money to unlock them, and there's no way you can get the other cars without spending money. That's the current state in this game. And I will continue to play this game because it is freaking fun. It is so much fun, and it's just so fast-paced, and the sense of speed is amazing. And the driving physics are pretty good as well. So I can't speak any more highly about the actual game, but I don't like the free-to-play model. And I've played a lot of when free-to-play games first came out, I didn't like them. I really, really hated them, and I really hated the whole idea of teasing you with the game and then just ripping it out of your hands and disadvantaging you for not spending money. I thought this was super duper unfair, and so I would like you in the comments to drop a comment about what you think the state of free-to-play games are, and what games you think have done free-to-play really well. One of my favorite free-to-play games in the history of ever is an iOS game called damn it, I forgot. Let me get my phone here. It's made by Nimblebit. Pocket Planes. That's what it's called. It's the same kind of timer-based thing, so you can speed up your plane's flight. It's like a plane sim flight airline management sim game thing, and you can speed up your flights and stuff with the coins. But you get coins in the game, like the real money coins that you spend real money. You get them in the game for doing special actions. And I love the game so much that I spend a little money in the game, a little bit of money, but I've honestly never needed to shell out money that much. I shelled out money at one point because I wanted to support the developers, but I didn't need to shell out money at any point in the entire game because it was such a really well balanced sort of free-to-play game. So that's my favorite free-to-play game. I don't like the free-to-play model in this RaceRoom racing. And I do like the free-to-play model in Real Racing 3. I'll leave I'll put an annotation on the video now for Real Racing 3 and the video on Touch Arcade that shows you the free-to-play model and then playing Real Racing 3. It's really good, and don't forget to leave a comment underneath about what you think is really good or really bad free-to-play models, and what games you recommend or playing that are free to play. I know PlanetSide 2 is apparently very good. I'm downloading it at the moment, but I'm not sure about the free to play model. I don't really know it. I never played it. But anyways, the video is nearly coming to an end. So it's been a while since I've done a video, and I'm talking so fast I'm running out of breath. But I will see you next time. See ya.